Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit and to hang out with y'all. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave emote in there. Uh, say hi to Shaz and Lars. If you're currently a subscriber, you can throw the Bear Cave emote in there. We're going to wait a couple minutes to see if anybody else wants to join us. Um, I am excited today. We continue to work on a project I never necessarily thought I would do on the stream. It's been really fun. Dude Wants to Rug is here. Hi, Dude Wants to Rug. It's been really fun. And Lashbrook, hello. These 2 years that I've been doing this to get outside my comfort zone. We've done an original papercraft project. Ultron's here. Hi, Ultron. We've done perfect grades. I never thought I'd do that. Mr. Bob is here. Oh, this is a stellar crew. Yeah, perfect grades. Original projects, papercraft. Stuff I've done, decals and water transfers and dry transfers and just like a lot of stuff that, before I started this, I never thought I would do. And then on Monday, we kicked off a brand new project, something I never done in my life. We're kit bashing, and that's what we're going to work on today. Today we're working on the Gundam Shax, which is a original OC character, do not steal. It is a Gundam in the style of Iron-Blooded Orphans. Fun fact for y'all, you might not know this. Many of the Gundams in Iron-Blooded Orphans are named after demons from the Key of Solomon, which is like a grimoire, like a real Book of the Dead, that lists the popular, very influential demons from hell. And there's only like a few of them. So, and the number associated with the Gundams that are in the series, the Lupus Rex, and Camaris, and a few others, their number is the number that they appear in that book. So Shax is a number that is not SHAX, is not in Iron-Blooded Orphans, but seemed like a cool name and kind of fit with what we're doing, because we're combining two Iron-Blooded Orphans kits. We started with the Lupus Rex, and we've been adding details from the Grimgard. I will show you the overhead, what it's looking like. We're not quite ready to start. We're still in the conversation phase, but let's look at our kit bash right here. So you're looking at this and you're saying, I know what the Grimgard looks like. That's a lot of Grimgard. And you're right. We haven't added a lot of the armor that you're going to get and some of the colors that you're going to get in the Bartos Lupus Rex. So we have arms from we have arms and the waist and the head of the Grimgard. We have the legs of the Lupus Rex. We are going to be adding some armor from Lupus Rex to it, and I'm excited. We're probably going to take these hands off, and we might I don't know yet. We might replace these hands with the Lupus Rex hands. I haven't decided yet. There's still some things to figure out. And then we'll be adding some weapons. I also have a few pieces from, and I'll say tonight what that is. I have taken some parts from the Thunderbolt Zaku 2, which we will be implementing in this kit, because that kit is big in a giant box, and I don't really like it. It's one of my least favorite Zakus. It's a cool kit to build. It was very intense to build, but I'm going to siphon some parts from that. The Rex hands are huge, comically big. Yes, Saz. Now, one of the things that we might not do it is because I don't have all the armor for the Lupus Rex. I don't have all the white armor. So, but it might look cool missing the armor on the hands. So we get like I've got a bunch of stuff. So I haven't decided yet, but this might look cool. Just putting this on there without because we don't have the armor for it. I don't have the armor piece for that. And I don't think the hands are going to be one-to-one, obviously. It might look cool. We'll see. And then I've got some weapons to include with it. Of course, the swords will be included because the swords fit on the arm shields from the Grimgard. And yeah, we're going to play around with some stuff. I might not use this front piece. I'm probably going to use the back piece. Uh, but yeah. So, I haven't quite decided yet what we're going to do. But look how, yeah, look how big. This is a lot of trial and error on my part. Before we get into the building process, I will say there is a glaring issue with this kit right now that I am going to fix. There are two things. One is, in order to use the arms, we had to take some rubber pieces and put in here, and I wonder if this will show up on the overhead. I'm going to try to show this. Okay, you can see that. That's not a tight fit. So I am going to use some blue tack, I think. I'm going to open this up and use some blue tack to keep it in place, because what's happening is that'll move around a lot, and that causes the arms to be wobbly. As you can see, they wobble. So I think that'll fix it. That's a minor thing that I can do off camera. The other thing is, in order to marry the chest piece of the Lupus Rex and the waist piece of the Grimgard, we had to glue. Why not swap the shoulders? Well, Shaz, the main thing is, Saz, I should say. Shaz is the name of this. So the main issue we run into is the Grimgard and the Lupus Rex are not necessarily very compatible when it comes to part swapping. If I had picked another Full Mechanics, which is the name of the line for the Iron Blood Orphans, whereas Grimgard came out before that, Shax is the name of this. Your name is Shaz, yes, or Saz. Shaz is okay with me, yes. We'll figure it out. So the main thing that we have is the body of the Lupus Rex wants to is like, you pop the arms in like this, right? These are Lupus Rex pieces. The arms for the Grimgard were not this. They were the opposite. So I am attempting to do my best, and the shoulder pieces ended up, we spent a lot of time on Monday just staring at this problem. This is the solution we came up with, because I might have, if I had mixed the Lupus Rex with another Iron Blooded Orphans kit that was a Gundam, even the Kamaris maybe, it might have been easier. But I don't know what I'm doing, is the big thing. Shazam, yeah. I don't quite know what I'm doing with this, and I'm figuring it out as I go, which I'm excited about, and I hope you are too. So this is in keeping with Iron Blood Orphans, the official designation of this is ASW G44, because Shax is the 44, is the number 44 in the Key of Solomon. So that's why we will represent that with that. But yeah, I'm excited to work on this kit. We will also be adding the numbers 44 to this. So, as I said, to marry things together, the biggest glaring issue with this kit is right. I don't even know if you can say. Well, we'll take it apart so it'll be easier to say. We had to marry two components together that didn't want to go together. So originally, we used liquid cement. And liquid cement is great, but, so the Key of Solomon is the codex for naming. Yes. So not every kit in Iron Blooded Orphans is from that, but every Gundam is from that in Iron Blooded Orphans. And since I decided this was a Gundam, I went with the naming convention. So this will probably be easier to see if I go like this. I had to use hot glue to adhere these two pieces together, and it does not look good in person, up close. You can definitely see that it looks bad. It will not stay this way. Do not worry. I would never. Now, obviously, scraping the glue off could cause some instability. But what I'm thinking is I could use tack, which I don't have any blue tack on me, but I'm getting some tomorrow. I could take off this glue, separate these two components, use hot glue on the inside, and then maybe tack it around. And tack is either to scrape off what you don't use. My fear is that if I remove the hot glue that's excess hot glue, I will be pulling some of the hot glue I need to keep it together. Gulson is rebake isn't. Yes. Uh, yes. Uh, yeah. Look, it's not a one-to-one naming convention. It's that, but that is a thing that happened, and the numbers are match. Believe me, y'all. Also, if it was just like one of them did, I don't know. I needed inspiration, and Shax is a great name, and I'm happy to have the inspiration. So, um, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix the glue. The glue problem will be fixed. It bothers me. It doesn't bother me. It's not a deal breaker. Bother me. It's not a like we're gonna stop working on this kit. Bother me. But I don't love it. Um, All right, so what's on the agenda for today? Uh, there's no demon. Because rebig full city. Yeah, no. No, that's not in there. So what are we going to do today? Well, we are going to, actually take this off. We are going to work on our legs. We're going to put armor on our legs. We are going to think about our side pieces here. We are going to put some armor on the chest, and we're going to play around with things. We're going to see what we like and see what we don't. Um, and then yeah, and we'll kind of figure out as we go what ends up in this kit and what doesn't. Like I said, I have components from the Grimgard. I also have other random components from the Psycho Zaku from Gundam Thunderbolt. And we might make use of some of those pieces that I have access to as well. I don't know yet. I know that I have the idea for some side pieces that are going to look cool. Harold is now hosting. Harold, thank you very much for hosting. Always appreciate your support, my friend. But yeah, we're going to start working on the legs. Yeah, I'm going to eventually solve the glue problem. But right now, it's keeping our waist and our chest connected. And that's better than what was like on Saturday, where I was like, or Monday, where I was like, ugh, this might not ever work. We actually should finish our legs because we didn't finish the back parts. So, we'll do some of it. We won't do all of these things, but I think that like there are components that it makes sense to have on this kit, and we'll add those. And then C1, 2. Yeah. Yes. Harold, thanks for hosting. Always appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that's hanging out tonight here in the Baer Cave watching the stream. Always appreciate it. Thursday's a fun night for building. Doing some model kit work. Yeah, and, like I said, working on this project has been very interesting. It's not a thing I thought I would ever do. So I've been pretty pleased with it so far. Of just, the trial and error nature and figuring things out and trying to make things work. It's been good. And then we will hopefully end up with something pretty cool by the end of it. 26 and 27. All right, goes there. I don't know. Yeah, so we will do. I have some numbers from the. What was it? Oh, what kit was that? The Maganac high grade came with a or water transfer that had a bunch of numbers, so we can get 44 out of that and put a 44 on this somewhere. I don't know where we're going to put that. I have not figured that out yet. But we'll have some fun with it. Figure something out. Okay, just putting some accessories on there. And put some accessories on there. Yeah, we're just putting some cool shit on our feet. Figuring that. Oh, we didn't do V219. I'm doing almost all of the armor that's available for the legs. I think that's gonna look cool. But I'm also like not married to any of this. I think that like as it stands, like as we look at it, it's like, oh well, maybe we don't want the armor. Maybe we want some of the interior skeleton here and there. Because I think it's gonna like, I think some of the skeleton parts of it showing are gonna look cool because it is a kit bash. It is like a experiment where I'm just trying stuff out. So I think that like if there are elements that feel unfinished, I think that's fine. Because I want this to be a kit that nobody else has. No one else has done these two combinations. Maybe they have. Maybe I made the decision that other people have made in the past. But even if I have, like, even if I don't think every decision I've made is the same as someone else. So hopefully it'll just end up looking cool. A good thing we're not getting married to our plastic models. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. It is a good thing not to get married to that. Yes, to take that literally would be a mistake. I don't know if I want to do stickers then. I don't want to do those stickers. So, okay. Let's see. Fix it for that part. Great. Let's jump ahead and put some... Yeah, let's look at some leg armor. Let's see about that being a thing we do. E19. Because I don't know if I want... The nice thing is I think the white goes very well with the maroon. I think these are complementary. It's one of the reasons why looking at what I had available, I was like, oh, this I think this works. I think these are going to be nice. So I'm not opposed to using these. Of course, black goes with everything, so no worries there. And then A6. These are A6. A little bit of gold. I don't know about the gold, but we'll try it and see. I think a little bit of gold in here won't be too bad. Also, because we probably will put the gold on the feet. So if we're putting some gold here, I'm not too worried about it. How's everybody doing out there? Let me know, how your Thursday has been. Mine was pretty uneventful, but I can talk a little bit about what went on with me yesterday and today. Got a little bit going on in my life, nothing major, but always interested in hearing from y'all. Let me know if anybody did anything fun, anything cool going on. There we go, got that in there. Mr. Bob, I'm not happy with the Gunstav Carl. It has mold issues like an older HG. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Bob. Looking forward to being done. That's a bummer. That's really a bummer, Mr. Bob, and I'm sorry to hear that. You never want a kit to be over with. I haven't felt that way. Luckily, on this stream particularly, I've only felt that way when we were putting together that very annoying what was it? Oh, the Optimus Prime. I really hated that kit, and I was happy to be done with it. But I think that's the only time I've really had that on stream, and been very lucky about that. Soft says, Little Honey and I caught Rayquaza. Hell yeah, you did. I love Rayquaza. That is a great Pokemon. Congratulations on capturing one. Uh, I'm not much of a raider, so I have not come across one yet, but maybe someday I will accidentally end up in a group raid and get one. Drop the piece. I'm good. I finished the Tyrone 3. Happy with how it turned out. Tryon 3. Tyrone 3. Uh, the shiny looks like Mr. Pope. Oh no. That's not good. That's bad. Um, that, I bet, clashes. Yep, I don't like the red. I don't like the red. Try to separate this. Yep. I do not like the red. I don't like this combination. So we will not have it. Because I do not like it. Yeah, that sounds bad, Solf. Sounds like you don't want the shiny. I spent a large majority of my day watching the G1 and building the real grade. Oh, full Burman. It's my first real grade, and I'm amazed at how long it's taking. Recyclable is here. Hi, Recyclable. Happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Lashbrook. Yeah, real grades are no joke. They're not. They are tiny master grades. They're tiny-ass master grades, which is, like, cool, but also it's just a lot of tiny pieces you really have to pay attention to, and it can be shitty. So, good on you. Yeah, I don't love working on real grades on stream. I've done a few of them. Happy with the ones that we did, but not happy. Wasn't happy in the moment. That's a lot. That's stress. I mean, certainly on stream, more stressful than if I was just building them. Yes. All right. So I don't like the red. So the red will not end up in our kit. But the white I like, and I think I like the gold. So we're probably gonna try the gold. Ever done recolor on a kit? No, I have never. I am not a painter. In any way, shape, or form. Never have been. So I have no experience with it when it comes to that kind of thing. Just never have. All right, so this is gonna go on here. Yeah, I like that. And I like that. And I think I will put the stickers on it. There's a pretty fun sticker on this. The upcoming Real Great issue is they seem to be releasing 3 to 1 or more over master grades. And that is certainly a frustrating thing, especially if you are someone that, particularly in my case, prefers master grades over any other kit. The 1/100 master grade is exactly where I like to build. And the 1/100 scale is the scale I like to build in. Why is this not working? This worked fine. This is not working. So that's not fun to hear, Mr. Bob. I would love that to not be the case. Because I would much rather continue to work on master grades. But who knows? Maybe all the new real grades will come out. I like real grade, but like you, their parts are always smaller for my hands. Yeah, I mean that's just like it's a focus thing. Like when I work on the 144 scale high grades, like it's just small pieces that I'm always really afraid of working on. All right, so let's put some. Ooh, one of the nice things is this is an accidental synergy, but the leg parts have a little bit of teal to them, which will match the eyes of our Grimgard. And that is, I think, pretty neat. So we will add these stickers to our legs, and we will have created a little bit of synergy. Neat. I should look to see where the other of those go, but I don't know. Where'd they go? That is cool. I had forgotten that these stickers even existed. And that's very neat. Yeah, so now our head and legs have a little bit of matching details. Unfortunately, the gold, these are not the same color. This sucks. I wish, look, I can't make this happen. I wish I could make these the same shade of gold. And they're not. And it's not great. It's not bad, it's just not great. Alright, so what else do we want to put on this? Is that there? Oh, E16. We'll see how E16 looks. So a lot of this is just going to be like, do I like this? Yes or no? That's what, most of this is going to be. And if I do like it, then it goes on the kit. If I don't like it, it doesn't go on the kit. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this. Let's see. So E, no, and then 12. Put that on. That'll look pretty cool. Go with some of the dark tones on this kit. Yeah, well, like everything else, stickers are on a case-by-case basis. I am most likely going to make use of some of this gold because this is a darker gold that will go with the swords. And will also go with another gold component that I'm going to add later that I'm not ready to reveal yet. It's not shocking or anything. It's just one of the only things I know I'm definitely going to put on this kit. So that's going to go. Yeah. Let's see. So today did the usual grocery shopping, errands day, recorded a new video that'll go on next Wednesday. I normally do on Thursdays my recordings for background and characters. I just got in the habit of doing it on Thursday and just generally hung out, got some work done, got some stuff done for my panel stuff, for PAX. I've got a meeting next week that I'm excited about that I got a reference from. It is a company that wants to meet with me that I applied to via LinkedIn. So I am not suspect of it, but like, okay, is this going to work? So we'll see. I don't know. It's something that I want to do and would be good at. So it's a company that works with, basically they send people out to work with other companies for events. But they send staffs out, not individuals. So they're not like a temp agency, which I don't mind working for, but I would prefer something more consistent. But they pay a salary, which was also, important. Because yeah, fingers crossed, Ultra. I appreciate that. Yeah. Also, the main thing I have to go in there with is going like, hi, I'd like to start working as soon as possible. Also, I'm going to be in Seattle for 6 days very soon. PSAV. It is not. I don't want to. It is not that. That is not their acronym. I don't want to post it yet because I haven't been in the interview. I have done my research because I was like, what are they looking for? Is this a scam? They do not appear to be a scam. They do not have a poor ranking on any site where you can find that information. So we'll see. But it would be, yeah, it'd be me like working on events and working with local staff and, excuse me, trying to figure stuff out, make sure that people are happy, uh, and that projects get done and whatever. So a lot of event stuff that I am definitely qualified for and can do. So we'll see. No worries. I just know they're big in the event coverage. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know quite yet what's going on. But I have an interview with them, so excited to hear about that. It's been just like torrential downpours and then nothing. That's been weird past couple days here in New York. That has been a strange thing. And then I thought it was over, and then it just started raining again yesterday when I had to go. Went to a rehearsal late at night, which I am not used to anymore. I've gotten used to not doing that. So it was like 11 o'clock rehearsal, I guess. I mean, I was happy to go, but... Okay. So I'm not going to be using the side connectors, so I'm going to just clip this off here. And then I'm just gonna snip these off. Now, if I had if I had the God clippers, then this would be a lot cleaner than it is. But it'll still get the job done. And then I will probably just use sand this down a little bit later. But yeah, I'm not gonna put anything on the side there, so just gonna clip those off so they're not just pegged sticking out, because I think that'll actually look way better. Shoulders. Haven't really thought about them. Probably should put some shoulders on this thing. Yeah. We'll finish the feet stuff up, the leg stuff up, and then see if there's any shoulder components that I want to put on. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. Like I said, haven't decided on shoulders. We're going to wait on shoulders. I think our legs are done. I think we've done the legs, because I don't like the red. And since I don't like the red, I think there's nothing else to put on here. So, yeah. I think the legs are complete. Yeah. I haven't quite decided yet. Do we? Yeah, I do like. You know what? I do like that. This kid is definitely going to need probably to have a stand to stand up, but that was true. That was probably true no matter what. All right, so I like that. I like that. Shoulders, haven't decided yet. Chest, we can start thinking about what we want to put on the chest here, and how we want that to look. So yeah, we can start doing that. All right. Shoulders, still haven't decided if I'm going to do something with it. Kind of figure that out later. All right. Cool. But yeah, not a lot going on with me lately. These days, doing some work stuff. Happy about that. Having some, meetings and things. Hopefully, this job, the job that I'm applying for is a salaried position and it's full time, and that would be great because I would love to have that. But yeah, also hopefully they would be cool with me starting, in a bit, since I have travel that I'm gonna do. Also, thankfully, got covered for that. One day, Sunday, the 1st of September, up until today, did not have anyone to cover that shift for me. And I was like, well, I'm going. I hope somebody can do it. And it was like, eventually I was going to have to like talk to someone that works outside and be like, hey, are you okay with me getting a tech person that doesn't work here normally to come in, and I'll make sure they know how to use the space and all that. I mean, we're just going to have to do that because I was like, I can't come back early. I would hope going to a convention to host panels and show qualifications for running event projects. Well, I don't think it hurts. I don't think me being a front-facing person that does stuff is going to hurt. I mean, like, me being a person on the internet could hurt in other ways, possibly. Uh, Mostly me being, like, an outspoken person on the internet could hurt me. But, I don't know. We'll find out. Uh, but yeah, I think being like, oh, I have to go to this event and host some stuff for a bunch of people, for hundreds of people, theoretically will look pretty good. It's mostly just like if they want someone to start right away, it is a hard thing to be like, yes, I can start right away, except I also have to leave. And then I'll come back, but I gotta go. It can be, that could be annoying. But we'll see. Who knows? Got a bunch of other irons in the fire, as they say, so hopefully one of those will pan out as well, if necessary. Alright, so this is going to go like this. I don't know if I love this blue, but I don't know otherwise what I would do with the chest pieces. I'm looking my box of components in here, but I don't think I'm going to find a better... I don't think I'm going to find the Grimgear chest piece to work too well. So I think I'm going to go with this chest. We'll see. Think so. Sticker 8. But yeah. Like I said, not a lot going on with me. Trying to have an eventful life, but not right now. Next week's schedule is going to be just fucking weird, y'all. I'm not going to stream next Saturday because I will be at FlameCon, working that event. I'm volunteering at FlameCon again. And my shift ends like right before the stream would start, so I'm not going to stream that Saturday. And then I should do a bonus game stream next week. I don't know when I'm going to do that. But I think I'm going to do a build stream on Wednesday instead of the Saturday stream. So I'll stream on Wednesday. And then I don't know. Alex Navarro is playing his first gig with the new band that he's in. It's a band that existed before that he's become the drummer of. And they have a show on Thursday next week. And with Saturday being weird, I wouldn't want to necessarily mess up Thursday, but I also I kind of want to go to that show and support Alex, because that sounds rad. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I may stream early on Thursday, so I may do a Wednesday night. I'll do a Monday stream, live stream it. No, I'm not gonna live stream on my phone a concert. That's not. Sorry, as a live producer, that is something I'm not comfortable with. But I think what I'll do is I'll do a Thursday stream. Recyclable. Band to band depends on what they like about you recording their performance, because they didn't. Basically, it comes down to you're live, you're out in the world, you see something cool, you want to take a video of it. Yeah. When it comes to people whose job it is to perform, they generally like to be in control of that. In the same way that stand-up comics don't want you to film their set and put it on YouTube. And you're like, but it was so funny, I want people to see it. And they're like, yeah, but I want to sell an album, or I want to sell this to Netflix. A band might be like, well, we wanted this to be live. And maybe they'd be like fine with me taking like a 30-second video of me being like, holy shit, I'm seeing Alex drum in a band. This rules. But they wouldn't necessarily be cool with, so you streamed our whole gig on your phone? Like, they probably aren't going to be into that. Uh, it's mostly just like it is an etiquette thing and just like a and then some bands are like, record us, audio record us, videotape us, put it out there. They don't care. But those bands let you know. And that usually is my feeling on stuff. If people want their work out there, they will let you know and encourage it. Because sometimes they don't want that shit out there. They just want to do what they want to do and leave it at that. Not every band, like I said, but some bands. Also, probably telequality version of what they could put out. Yeah, especially with like audio, right? Video stuff, sometimes like a phone is fine. But audio, like my phone's not gonna, like I'm not gonna get the board, right? And that's not gonna be something that people are gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm so psyched to hear this recording that you did. All right, let's put the head on and see how this looks. I'm going to put the arms on too, just to kind of like see how I feel about it. They just will give you a spare XLR. Yeah, that'd be really funny. It's like, hey, can we hook this up to my laptop? So yeah, I'm definitely going to tack the arm parts here so the connection is better. And then I do like the symmetry of the arms and the waist and the head. I think my number one thing is I don't necessarily love the red of the chest piece. Oh yeah, wrestling it definitely is. I mean, there's a whole industry of animated GIFs out there, and that's something that like also more and more independent shows are filming. You know, like it used to be the business of filming, and then you would get DVDs, right? Now a lot of independent, they either have their own streaming service, or they have or video archive, or they have a deal with like Powerbomb TV, and so yeah, they'd like to be in control of what gets broadcast out there. Yes. Yes, they do not want you to record on your phone. Some shows are like, we'd like photos. Please take photos. Please post photos and tag us and all that. But they're not looking for you to film, certainly. All right, so I'm going to complete this kit. Like as I said, we're not done yet. But I would say there's stuff about this completed kit that I really like, and a few things I don't. And the number 1 and 2 things I don't like about how this kit looks is I don't like the blue, and I don't like the little red there. And I'm thinking that I might actually end up painting them. I don't mind the gold because there are some gold throughout, right? It's just that there's no other red anywhere and there's no other blue anywhere. And barring me adding more red to it, I don't know if that's going to end up looking good. Like, these are the questions that come up in all of this, in this kit bashing. So, Blood Orphan designs are interesting. They show a lot of the inner frame. Yeah. So we are gonna block some of this inner frame. Like we're gonna probably add shoulders to it a little bit. We might put the backpack on. I don't know yet. once I put the shoulders on, I'm going to decide about the backpack. I kind of love this being exposed because I think it looks rad, but more white on this kit might end up benefiting it. So here's the question: Does the chest piece has some red to it that I don't necessarily love. You can see that here. Chest piece has some red to it. I don't necessarily love. Does adding the red to the feet make that better? I'm not a fan of Iron Blooded for the backpacks for the most part. Yeah, I haven't decided yet, Mr. Bob, if that's going to happen or not. I kind of like it not being there, but as I said, have not made a decision. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put one of these on here, and we'll see, because I have not made my decision on this yet. So I don't know. I don't know if this red here makes things better or worse. I'll kind of lay it out like this. Like it adds some stability, and then it means that there isn't just this one piece of red. But I don't know. Definitely have to do the backpack part, which we'll build a backpack and then look at the backpack and see if that works. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put the other... I don't know where it went. Well, I'm going to drink a little water here. I don't know. But this might require me to paint. It's like a candy cane, says Ultron. Yeah. This might be a job for paint. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I don't think I like the two reds. I will say that. I'm as far as I've looked at this, I don't like the reds. So, together. The red and the maroon. I think everything else complements each other pretty well. But I'm not a huge fan of that. So I definitely don't think I'm going to do the leg one. I, of course, already made that decision. And then we finished the chest and I was like, oh wait. Maybe I don't. But I do think that yes, certainly. Painting, like, honestly, if I did any painting, it would be the blue, and I would just paint it black, and I would just spray paint it black, because I would go to work. The theater that I'm currently working part-time at has paint, and so I would probably build that. But yeah, I don't know. Gotta pop this out here. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. But yeah, painting is opening up a whole other Pandora's box of stuff and opening up like so many other issues that I don't know. I may just leave it and have it be the part of the kit that I'm, not thrilled with. I'm okay with that. If there's a element of this kit that I don't think works, I'm all right with that. All right, it's time to add the one component that I've been waiting to add. Find a glossy black light, all black, all the yellow foot stuff. Yeah. I don't know. One thing I am going to add is we got to add some sides to the side of this kit. And I have rockets. I have these rockets that are this gold that fits in with our swords. So I'm very excited about that. Complement each other well. I got these rockets from the Zaku 2 from Gundam Thunderbolt. So we're going to be adding those into the sides. And that's going to look pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty neat. It adds a odd element to the kit because it gives it basically gives it rocket boosters on the side. But I do think that that's going to uh, make it look a bit more complete. So I'm excited about these silly things. Harold, congratulations on 26 cents. There's a Gunpla store that opened up here in the Bay Area. This is recyclable. That has free airbrush stations. But I haven't found much time to go there. It's across the bridge. But that's rough. But that's cool. So the big thing with this kit was adding in these side rockets from the Psycho Zaku, the Zaku 2 from Gundam Thunderbolt. The other thing that I'm going to add in is something incredibly silly that should not be on this kit, but we are going to add it, and I think it's complete and utter nonsense, but it's the best part of the Zaku 2, which is the bendable arm things. These bendable arm things from that Zaku are the silliest thing, and I've got them here, and you're like, Pat, where would that even fucking go? And I'll tell you, this is going on the back. It's a tail. I'm putting a tail on this demon. I could actually, if I don't use the backpack, this is a really good reason not to use the backpack, y'all. Because I could do this if I don't use the backpack. If I leave this Baer, I can put him on here. Oh, that's nonsense. All right, well, we have to make this decision. So we can do it so that they look like this, where they're both on the top of it. Like Dr. Octopus. Yes, Ultron. Which is silly. Or we can just have one of them, and it lives here on the back of the kit like a tail. Like a clamp tail. And I don't... This is hard. This is very difficult. I think I'm definitely going to do shoulders. This thing needs shoulders. But now we're breaking Gundams. Here's the thing. 2 arms that come out of the back and live on the back, or a tail. I was all set for tail, but now I'm thinking a weapon goes back there. A weapon hangs out back there. Like, I don't know what weapon. Like a weapon lives back there, and then it's got fucking... Then it's got like claw. Yeah, this looks fucking right. This looks right. This is so silly and weird. Yeah. I think this looks right. Both are good. Yeah, both. I mean, here's the thing. Both are great. I think this might be better. Now that I'm looking at both of them, I'll put it down. This looks Frankenstein. This looks like we made a very weird choice and just fucking decided we were going to go for it. Because I wasn't thrilled about the idea of the backpack. The backpack is really only good. The backpack I don't feel is right. So now we have this like opened air part of the kit. And weird claws. And then swords live there. Yeah. Swords live on the blades. And of course, like I said, I gotta tack these arms to kind of fix them up. Because they're not as stable as I would like. I don't know. I think this kit... Mechanics said give me more sword arms. Ultron says, wait. What do you got to say? Is this General Grievous? Huh. No. This is General Grievous. Oh, I can't. This is General Grievous. If I do this, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is so silly. If I turn them, there. Now it's General Grievous. Now I've got robot arms with swords. Now it. Now our robot arms have swords. Our extendo arms are sword arms, and this is a mistake that I love so much. This is a wonderful nightmare. Yes, good. Good, says Ultron. Yeah, fucking yeah. 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 It has sword arms. It has extendo arms with swords on it. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, this is awful. I love it so much. Um, we have a couple more decisions to make about this kit. Uh, the Asura Shax. Yes, indeed. We have a few more decisions to make about this kit. We're not fully done with it yet, but we've got a lot of it done. Because we still have to build the big sword. Because, look, if we're going to have arm swords, extendo arm swords, we are also going to build... Am I not going to build the Bartos Lupus Rex giant sword? Of course I'm going to build that. We still have to build the giant sword. We have to build that. And then... Because I got to build that. These guns might go in there. We got an axe that we can use. So, if I build the big sword, I probably want to use the hands. I wish I had this piece here. Let's take a look at the hand. It's not going to work. I would love if that worked. It doesn't. So we might have to go without any armor on the hand. And I don't hate that. I'm going to look around in my bag of my box of random bullshit. We still need to find the other hand. Yes, we found it. Well, one arm is going to hold a big old sword, and the other arm should be the claw arm version. So I got to find that. Yeah. The claw. Oh, wait, I do have... Let's see here. Figure this out. Because, like, what am I, not going to build a giant sword that comes with the kit? Of course I'm going to build a giant sword that comes with the kit. Alright, that does fit in there. Okay, so I can do this. Alright. Yeah, okay. So one of these arms is going to be sword arm. And the other one could be big old claw. Or could just be small claw. Yeah, let's do that. Let's find the other claw. Just have a bunch of parts in here. Yeah, so we'll just do exposed claw on one. Can the giant sword club also be a tail? No, I don't think so. I don't know how I'd do that. Yeah. I don't know how to make that a tail. Some kind of wasp. Yeah, or like, yeah. I know what you're asking. I just don't have a way to do that reliably. But what we got going on here? Uh, Big Tom War is now following. Thank you, Big Tom War, for the follow. A reminder, folks, if you're just watching because you follow my me on Twitter or you happen to stumble upon this because you saw Gunpla showed up in there, feel free to give me a follow, turn your notifications on, so you know when I'm streaming. Um, we are gonna we gotta finish this weird kit bashing project here. We're still working on it. We still got a ways to go on this project. Don't you worry about that. Because we still have to build shoulders. I still want to see what shoulders look like. But right now, let's take a deep breath. If you are currently a subscriber, feel free, as Recyclable and Ultron are doing there, to throw the emotes in the chat. Bear Cave Lego. And all that. We are going to take a pause for the cause. Now, if you're new to the stream, everything is okay. All I'm going to do is take a brief moment or two to talk about ways you can support the stream if you'd like. And you don't have to. Outside of watching, you don't have to do anything. I'm so psyched that people still want to watch the streams and hang out and do all that. And I'm still grateful for that. First and foremost, just watching is more than enough. But if you want to become a subscriber, you can use your Twitch coin. If you have Amazon and Twitch linked, and because you have Amazon Prime, you can get Twitch Prime. You get a bunch of shit for free with Twitch Prime, including games every month. And also, you get a coin which you can use like you would use real money, and you can support a streamer, and maybe that streamer would be me. Or you can use Cash Money. Cash Money is another way to do it. You could definitely do that. If you don't want to use Cash Money or you don't want to use that, you're like, I have an account on this. That's as much as I want to do. Well, I got a Patreon. And I lost a big Patreon supporter. Someone who's giving me $15 a month on Patreon, which is incredible. And I'm so grateful for the months that person chose to do it. They are not continuing to do that, which is a bummer for me. So, if you want to join my Patreon, there's rewards. I have an Amazon wish list. The next thing we're going to build on stream is a Lego set. We're going to work on a car. I believe we're working on the cargo, heavy cargo set. It's a Lego kit based on real vehicles that was purchased by Ultron. Thank you, Ultron. I have an Amazon wish list, and the Amazon wish list is the most convenient way to support the stream. They always jump the queue, even though I have a RE100 kit to build. That goes to the wayside so that I can build the something. The Lego sets that Ultron picked up. Thank you, Ultron. So I got a bunch of things in there, and they're, reasonably priced $10 items that it would be great to build on stream, $20 stuff, all the way up to like $70 master grades that, I certainly would like to build if you'd be interested in that. Bunch of different kinds of kits, Lego sets, Dragon Ball kits. Love building those on the stream. Take a look at that. If you are like, Pat, I want to help you buy stuff because you have to keep buying things, but I don't want to use Amazon. I have a link to the USA Gundam. You go to USA Gundam store. You could buy a gift card. Then you send me a whisper here on Twitch. You send me a DM. My DMs are open on Twitter. I get that code. I buy something with that money on USA. They have deals all the time. They send me emails almost every day. And then also, speaking of money, if you want to do it one time, you could do my coffee. This is the last thing I'll say about that. All this is going to be in the show description of my YouTube archive if you want to watch that. And then Build Bear Community. I have a Discord. Please join the Discord. It's nice. People post photos and stuff they're working on. I post photos after every stream of my progress. And then I did a video called Background and Characters. Please feel free to watch Background and Characters. It's my weekly comedy series. It's fun with green screens, y'all. I just have fun with my green screen. And that's it. I'm going to drink some water. I recommend you do the same. And then I'm going to that was good. Now I'm gonna build a big sword and talk about anime. Because we're in the second half of the stream where I build a big sword and talk about anime. I don't always build a big sword, but I always talk about anime in the second half of the stream. A lot of my shows come out on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I have one show that comes out on Thursday, so I have many things to talk about. We'll start on Tuesday. We'll go in order of release. Black Clover. It was mostly a flashback, and kind of information either we knew or had been hinted at strongly. Look, I like when a villain has motivation. When their motivation, their hurt is so strong, and they're taking it too far, and they're going too far with it. I like and can appreciate that. But also, I don't give a shit. And this was a flashback to shit I don't care about. So I was mostly like, whatever. I'm more interested in what's happening next week. I still very much enjoy Black Clover. I still think it's a very good show. It's a good shonen show. And I would recommend it. But I think in particular, this episode was not great and kind of a bummer. Kind of a waste of an episode. So I wasn't thrilled with that. But I was happy with Are You Lost? I think Are You Lost is surprisingly great. I mean, it's a short, it's a half length, so it's 12-minute episodes. This one was the most like survival-y and the least horny. So the idea of Are You Lost is it's 4 girls. There's a plane crash, and 4 high school girls get trapped on an island. And one of them is a survivalist, so she learned from her dad how to be a survivalist, and the others have no training in how to do this. So they're all kind of figuring things out. And it's like weird in its like presentation of the girls in some aspects. Not all aspects, but some aspects. And sometimes it's not great. And this episode wasn't that. Now, I should warn, because it's important to me and it might be important to you, that this episode does feature, it doesn't show the death of an animal, but it shows the aftermath of the death of a wild animal. If that's not your bag, this episode is not for you, because it is about them surviving and overcoming. It is about, in this particular episode, it is about these characters changing and growing. Oops. As that flies away. I'm going to go reach and get that. Peace. Because I should get... Yeah. Yay. But overall, Are You Lost is a good show. I very much enjoy it. I would recommend it. As I said, occasionally it feels a little weird, and I'm not quite sure why some of the choices that it makes and why it makes those choices. But overall, I think it's a solid show. This last episode was cool. Wednesday is Isekai Day, because there are 2 Isekais that come out on Wednesday. The first one is Isekai Cheat Magician. It's slow. The things I liked most about it are, I still like that the premise is, much like most of these shows, a hero is summoned from our world to a parallel world, or a fantasy world. In this case, it's a dude, and his childhood friend, a lady, comes with him, and she ends up being pretty capable and pretty powerful. And one of the things I like about this show is she's way more adept at magic and all of this than he is, which is good and bad. This show suffers. Look at this giant fucking chart. Isekai Cheat Magician suffers the most from why is the villain like this? The villain is testing our heroes, and we don't know why. And it may turn out that he's not actually a villain, but I kind of don't give a shit one way or another. It mostly just sucks. and he seems to be a bad character because he doesn't seem to have any character motivation. So I'm not thrilled with that. Uh, and the opening theme's pretty good. That is a positive I can say about the show. I don't know. Overall, not really a fan of Isekai Cheat Magician. It's not. I'm still going to watch it. It's still somewhat enjoyable. Whereas, I stopped watching one of them because it just wasn't. The other one, Demon Lord, I thought this was going to be action packed, and it ended up being the action came at the end, so that wasn't as fun. We did have the boy who dresses as a woman, but but definitely everyone knows is a boy, and seems to be proud of being male and being a gay person that dresses as a woman. And I can't tell if we're supposed to be laughing at this character or not. And it overall just feels weird. Demon Lord Retry has like a lot of interesting ideas, but also sometimes I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, show? And also I thought this was going to be a lot of action, but it ended up being mostly them at a fancy dinner because one of the characters got their leg healed previously, and so they were celebrating. And that character is Aku, and she's great. She's just a sweetheart of a character. Uh, and I'm like, all right, I don't know. I don't know with that show. I don't know if I can keep up watching it, but we'll see. We'll see, Pat says. And the fifth show is, if it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a demon lord. I will say, there's a lot more fantasy in, even though, obviously, back it up. This show's premise is, fantasy world, adventurer comes across a young girl who is of the demon race. Her caretaker, probably her father, has just died. He decides to adopt her and take care of her. And because he knows magic, which is the magic that humans use, is the same language that demons just speak normally. So he's able to communicate with her and help her out. And she's adorable and great. Her name is Latina. She's wonderful. It's fun. But it's also like they visit the grave today. There's racism. There is Latina goes to school, and the teacher finds out that she is a demon, and is like freaks the fuck out and gets really scary, and the kids like rally around Latina, and like that's really nice and cool, but also like, oh, I thought this show was lighthearted. There's more to it, which I like. I like that there's more to it. That it's not just a slice of life about a guy figuring out how to be a good dad, how to be a dad to a demon child. That it's like they're figuring things out and like helping each other. And I don't know. I thought that was cool, and I do think overall it is a cool show. I have heard that the story takes a turn for the bad and the crap, but I don't think we're going to get there in this like incarnation. I think that'll come later in the manga that I will never read anyway. So overall, I like it. Like I said, this episode was like them prepping. They're going to go on a trip, and like he ends up killing some monsters along the way, and I was like, oh wow, there's a lot more monster death than I thought would be in this show. It's a little more action than I would have assumed. But overall, it's pretty good. Oh, just spit. So these, I'm working on the shoulders right now of our kit, and I can't help but notice that they're blue. And a little gold. And I might actually like that. I have to see how it looks when we put them on, when we put it all together. But the blue on the shoulders might make me like this a bit more. I'll have to see. I'm going to take the hand off here because this sword is just weighing down our kit. Like, ridiculously so. But I might like these shoulders. Anyway, that's the end of anime talk. I'm very excited for tomorrow because Friday is actually the killer anime day. Friday is Dr. Stone, Fire Force, and is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon, and certain scientific accelerator, which I probably won't watch till Saturday anyway, but that's okay. I also don't know how many episodes of that I'm going to watch because trying to understand that series, it's like, ooh, we got a new follower. Hello, welcome, welcome, Air 3Y. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I mean, like, you know, like the Fates theory. Airy seems to be the pronunciation. Oh, okay, Airy. Well, Airy, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. Yeah. So the whole scientific, this, a certain magical index, a certain scientific railgun, and then a certain accelerator is like, there's just so much of it. And there's like 3 seasons of one and 1 season of another, and they jump in time. So like this series that just started is like basically right after the first season of Index. And I've already seen what happens after it. So it's like, okay. And then there's like characters that aren't in anything else that I've seen, but they might be in later, and this is how we're being introduced to them, but maybe they aren't in it later because they die off in this, and it's like, okay, I don't know. It's very confusing. It's not Fate confusing. It's not the Fate series confusing, which is the worst as far as I can tell, because it's all like, some of them are interconnected. At least all of these are interconnected. Some of those are like another alternate world and another timeline, and you would have to know something and not. And in this world, that big spoiler isn't in it. So okay. All right. So with the shoulders, we get blue. And that makes me like the blue a little bit more on the chest. Now that we have a little more blue and not just like a random piece of blue in our kit bash. So I'm liking this more. And it's one of those things where like, it might be diminishing returns to throw on a bunch of other nonsense. But I don't know what other nonsense we would put on there. Like, obviously, like I said, a big thing that's going to happen in this kit is I'm going to tack in the arms a little bit, or tack in the rubber that's in the arms, so those have are more stable. I'm going to try to remove the hot glue that I used to replace that. With hot glue just on the inside, perhaps, and not around the outside. But yeah, it's a thing of like, I don't know. I don't know what else this kit could possibly need. Or wants. I don't know if this kit has wants or needs. We got a giant sword now. I like that. We also have the giant sword. Don't forget that. That I'm not connecting. So we do have a spot to put something on in the back. So the back of our kit right now has a peg. Originally, it was just going to be one of these arms was going to be on the back, and that was going to be like the tail, sort of. So I don't know if something else could go back there and what that would be. I'm kind of looking at like the random kit I have here. I have like, I wonder if I can find a place for... Bet I can't find any place for these two pieces. I've got these, like, two pieces here. I don't think I can find a place for them. Because right now they're only in the arms, and I don't hate that, but I don't love that. I don't know. One of the things we're definitely got to do today is find a spot for the number 44 and do our water transfer. And I'll tell you right now, folks, I don't know where to put that. I know that we're going to put 44 on this kit somewhere because it's number 44, which we decided, and I wanted to have that. But I don't know where it's going to go. And so that might be the back. I might do like 4 and 4. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I could put him on the... No, I don't want to put him on the shoulders. Kind of like the shoulders being big and bulky. Yes, it would be a tramp stamp in a way. Be something for the back though, which would be kind of cool, and hidden, which I kind of like. The designation being hidden. I could put them on the shoulders, the shields. I could put them on the shields. Ooh, I'm kind of liking that. The more and more I think about it. If I take the shields off here. 44 makes a lot of sense now with the 4 a.m. design. I like it, yeah. So these go on here like this. And so if I put a 444, yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I can only do... Here's the thing. I can only do 44 in big numbers and small numbers once. So I need to put them... what I don't have is enough to do 44 and 44. So I really only have one place to put them. So I could put them on one of the arms. Which is why I thought about doing the back here and doing like a 4, doing like a 4 and then a 4 on the back plate. Let me pop the back plate off. Yeah, so because that way I could do that, and then I could do one. I could put on one of them, or I could put. I don't know yet. I mean, this is a thing I'm thinking about, right? This is like the big. This is one of like the last parts of our kit right now. Is going to be making this decision. So, to me, it's a. What I could do is I could put 44 on the back here, and then I could put a 4 on either side, which you might think the designation is 4, but it's actually 44. And I kind of don't hate that. I kind of like that. All right, let me get my tools here. I just have to reach for them. They're not far. We are doing water transfers, which are honestly pretty easy to do. This came from the Maganac, which is a 2019 kit. So these are not old. We have found that sometimes this becomes a problem, but not in this case. Shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll use scissors, and we're just going to get it wet, transfer it over to where we need it, line it up right using our tweezers, which I need don't know where my tweezers went. Gotta find those. We're gonna need. There they are. Yeah. Um. So what I'm gonna do is I still haven't decided about the arm, but I am gonna do the two small, the two fours. The two small fours are gonna go on the back. Gonna go here and here. I know that. So the small fours are gonna go here and here. If I'm going to do 44 on one of the arms or one of the shoulder things or one on each, I haven't decided yet. But I do know that the 4-4 is going to go on the back, and we'll use the small ones for that. And snip that there. Great. And then we will just... And then we're going to soak it. This is a cup of water right here. Tiny numbers, so it's going to be annoying. We're just going to let that soak so that it separates. We will have, we're just using these here Q-tips, which we will have with water, and that will help. That'll be helping us transfer. And there's a lot of give and take. And so it's not the... Now, but by no means am I an expert in what we are about to do. Please understand, I am just going to do my best. That is all I can do is my best. I am by no means an expert in this, and I am by no means good at this. But I am an enthusiast about it. And I've learned a little bit as we go. I've gotten better at it. All right, so now we're going to wait a second here. So I would say, while we wait for that to really soak, there are, obviously, with this kit, I want to fix the arms a bit with some tack. I want to remove the excess glue. If that means it separates, then I'll re-glue it. And then or tack it, and we'll see if that works better. Those are the things. I kind of love how exposed the chest is. I think that's awesome. I think it really looks cool and weird. I don't like, or the waist, I should say, because it could also do that. I don't love this red piece here. And I'm actually thinking that I might pull it off and see if I like it better without it. With it just being white there. Because I think I might actually like that better. So, why don't we'll do that next. Why don't we now try to do this transfer? Let's get our tiny fours out. Got our tiny fours out here. All right, so we're going to try to get our... We also have the option of, if it's not moving, we can try to strip it apart. All right. We did put numbers on our Maganac, so we had some. We used this sheet, and we do know that this sheet will work. It may be that often when I do this, I'm not giving the transfer enough time in the water. It's totally possible I don't give this enough time to do its thing. Yeah, get a little more time. Gonna give that a little more time in the water and try the other one. Also stalling a bit because I just have not figured out if I'm going to do a 4 and a 4, or if I'm going to... I think I'm going to do a 44 on one of the arms. I think that's what we're going to do. All right. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just going to use this wet to apply it where I want it. Then I'm going to use the dry side to get rid of the excess water from around it and behind it so that it seals over. Great. Without moving it. Great. One of those fours is on. As I said, this is not... I am no genius when it comes to this stuff. I'm just doing my best. Alright, we'll do the other four. And then we'll... While we work on the chest, we will let the other fours soak. I think because one arm is going to hold the big sword, the other arm will have the shield that says 44. I think that's what I'm going to do. Great. All right. Nope. All right, we're wetting it down. Could the model even stand for the sword raised? That thing is huge. Recyclable. So no, probably not. I mean, this thing isn't going to want to stand no matter what. So it's certainly the sword pointing down might actually help it stay up because it is a big. That's a big sword. I mean, this kit comes with a stand for the sword. That's how big it is. All right. So yeah. Oops. Nope. Came off. All right, we'll wet this again. Oh. I'm really not great at water transfers. I like doing it. But yeah, I am not skilled at this. Oops. All right. Scrap it. Don't care. 44 and big numbers are going to go on the back. I'm going to cut these out. We're going to get them wet. We're going to take that red piece off. I think the bigger numbers are going to be easier for me to handle. And I think that's just what we're going to do. And we're going to soak this for a very long time. Put in there. Put in there. Good night, Harold. Thanks for hanging out here in chat. Always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. Hope to see you on Saturday, and if not, that's okay. All right, so we're going to let those numbers soak for a really long time. While that soaks, let's look at this. Let's make the decision. Gonna pop this off here. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that better. Yep, I do. That is the only red in this whole kit. And I think that while it's clearly meant to go where that right here, it's clearly meant to go right here, I'm fine without it. I think it's totally fine that it's not going to be there. In the end, I want to like this kit, so I do like this kit. So yeah, I think I think we are better off with it not there. Because there is no other of this shade of red in the whole kit. And so it seems so weird to have. Whereas at least there's a little bit of blue now in it for that. All right. We'll let these soak a little bit more. I'm excited that on Saturday we'll start a Lego kit because I haven't done Lego in a while, so I'm excited about that. Um, and in general, I'm thrilled with this. I think this has been a really fun process. I learned a lot about kit bashing. I mean, I'm obviously like I said, I'm going to do some modifications to it. Try to fix the very visible problems it has. But overall, it was like a fun project to work on. We still got to put the numbers on, but we're mostly done with this kit. Like we're going to finish it tonight. So overall, pleased as punch. Like I said, excited to work on a Lego kit. It's been a little while. We'll do 2 Lego kits in a row probably. Unless someone else buys something off my wish list, in which case I'll do a poll for my $10 patron supporters, and they'll choose if there's another part of this kit, or they want to see me take a break in between my Lego sets. But let's see if there's anything else with this kit that I remember liking that I want to see about. I'm just looking through this kit to see if there's anything from this set that I would want to augment or change. I don't think so. I think so much of this, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to do that part, so. All right, let's try to put our shield on here, our arm shield. So with this, we're going to use this arm shield, and we are going to put 44 on here somewhere. That is our cause. That's what's up. All right. Okay, we got where we want it. Gonna hold it down, and then going to wet this. Oh, let me do it. Let me do it so we can, all see what's happening. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm just gonna wet this, and then try to water transfer it. All right. Sometimes it's just not wet enough to make the transfer. It doesn't want to leave the paper it's stuck to, and you gotta baby it. So we'll try to do that. All right. Alright, there we go. Great. And then we'll just line it up where I'd like it. Just right there. And then hit it with the dry Q-tip. Just dry it up. Okay. Now we can do the other one. Okay. Again, we will slightly cheat it. Okay. Cool. So there's our 44, which we will pat dry, and then eventually it will air dry, and they will transfer in place. I'm eating Ultron. I'm eating some leftover supermarket fried chicken, and it is very good. I'm excited for you, Ultron. That sounds rad. Please enjoy your chicken. Keep enjoying that chicken. Um, that sounds awesome. I'm gonna just hit this with the there. Whoops. Great, and that should dry in place and look cool eventually. Yeah, I've got some snacks waiting for me post stream. My post stream snacks, y'all. Excited about that. All right. So, for all intents and purposes, we are done. Recyclable says your stream has made me start looking to get a Gunpla again. That's dangerous. I agree. Hey, I'll tell you, once I started streaming, suddenly I was buying a lot more Gunpla than I was before. Gavin Maisie is now following. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it very much. We are just about done with our stream tonight, but I will be back on Saturday with a Lego kit that I'm excited to build. And our first ever kit bashing project is done. This is, as I said, there is work to be done to finish it. That I will be doing in my spare time. But the Shax is ready to launch, indeed. It is ready to be piled by a child soldier. And fight in a war it has no business being in. For rewards that don't really exist. Because war is hell. Also, it has arms that stick out that have swords. And that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the end of this project. It's our first kit bash. I'm very excited I'm very happy to be done with this, but I was very happy to work on it. Thank you all for hanging out during the process, for your opinions. The plot of every Gundam. Yes. The plot of most Gundams. Well, we got a bunch of kids to do this. Sucks. Oh well. Let's try our best. Oh yeah, did not. Alright, well, bonus. Me try to fix this transfer. Because that transfer did not take. Bonus part of the stream. We are not completely wrapped up yet. Because I still have to try to get this 4 to get on there, right? So let's try again. I don't know what I did wrong, but let's get this 4 wet here. And then try to move it over. Alright. Try that again. We'll see after if this is going to work. But I don't know. But yeah, that's going to do it for the stream. As I said, Saturday I'll be back with our next build project, which is a Lego. It's a cargo thing. It's a cool looking thing. We'll give you a preview right here. The heavy cargo has... I'm going to do this here. Take this, move it up to here, and then I can make it bigger. Lego cargo. So we'll make a helicopter. Though it apparently rotates. And then it can land there, and there's some fun friends that we'll put together. It's part of the Lego City. I enjoyed that pizza van so much that I was like, yeah, why not a couple things, you know? It's fun to do the fancy stuff, but some real stuff would be cool too. So I'm excited to put that together. On Saturday, we'll start that kit. Um, so I hope you can come out on Saturday for some fun Lego times. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. This was the end of our stream. I'm gonna wrap a little early because I don't want to start the new project, and I gotta. But yeah, I'll post a photo on over the weekend on the Discord of the fixes I've made to this kit. But right now, we're gonna call it done. Thank you for watching the stream. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye bye. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.